Hello, beautiful souls. Today we're going to be in the celestial realm. This is the seventh dimension. Hello, beautiful souls. I hope you have been enjoying the multi-dimensional series that we've been doing. We've had 3, 4, 5, 6, and now we're on to the 7th. And after this, we'll be having the 8th, where we'll be closing. So, without much further ado, we are walking with the angels today, the celestial realm, the 7th dimension where the angels play. It is a vibration of God's helpers. And the angels are not necessarily human, they are different. They are a different breed of entity. So, let's have a look at the 7th dimension. The angels are with us today, and some of the extracts are going to be from my book. Please give the video a nice celestial like, hit the like button, hit subscribe, and if you hit the bell button you'll get updates on all my latest videos.
Thank you for that lovely intro, Alexander Quinn. I will take over from here. My name is Alice and I will be reading these extracts from Alex's book. Here we go. This is often referred to as the angelic realm or vibration of celestial consciousness. Group consciousness becomes interplanetary and even intergalactic. Beings in the angelic realm use unimaginable laws of physics to create or change form, completely leaving their body and returning at free will as they choose. This is the space whereby those that work directly with God Creator energy exist, but are often not in physical vessels. The 7th dimension is the vibration upon which a body isn't required. However, a form can be materialized if necessary, and physical form is fluid, changing on environmental needs. For example, 7th dimensional Arcturians exist as energy only in this field. If you were to visit an Arcturian base craft, they would take form in order to interact with lower dimension beings so that interaction was more accessible and real. This would often be in etheric form but sometimes physical. It can be said the same of the angels. They can manifest physical form, however they operate in their natural etheric light body that often can't be physically seen. Beings also embody orbs in these energies, allowing themselves to float as light. In 7th dimensional consciousness, all technologies and computerization has been done away with, as there is no need. Pure creator energy is used to manifest anything or create portals to places if and when necessary. Beings in this energy are endowed with greatness that, if used in divine will, stay within the 7th energy. It can be said that Satan, a fallen angel, was cast down from heaven as he wanted to use his powers for personal gain against divine will. This is a biblical metaphor, however there is truth that only angels or direct servants acting in divine will can live in this energy. The angels do not have free will in the terms that humans do on earth. However, they must use their abilities for the creation and protection of God's souls on earth and the various timelines created that have yet to be lived, seen. Angelic beings are not human and never have been. They are God's creation, carrying out the personal work, keeping balance in the universe. It was said that in the universe creator, God created many angels, manifesting realities by discovering the possibilities God had created but not yet observed. God uses the angels to implement the will in the manifested realities. 7th density is often the glue that holds many of the other dimensions together, especially the lower ones. It is the beings and angels in this energy that organize coincidences and boost synchronicity in your life for your divine highest path. These beings can sense the conciseness of planets and parts of space itself and are the creators and manipulators of many realities. Imagine an inventor sitting in his laboratory trying to come up with ideas. Suddenly he conceptualizes something never thought of before by man and begins to put this into physical creation. One must ask yourself, was this entirely his idea, or was the inventor subconsciously listening to the whispers of angels or his higher self? This idea has been argued at length, however there is fierce debate. This can also be said for Nikola Tesla. Many have stated that he was in touch with higher forces, allowing him to conceptualize ideas that were far beyond the 3D matrix at the time. The same can also be said for various mechanical intentions and machines across the world, such as man taking flight or scientists finding breakthroughs in the field of chemistry and physics. Very often in history we see great inventions whereby one nation has proclaimed that they have invented something whilst a team in another country completely isolated from any knowledge seemingly also comes up with the same invention, only weeks later being narrowly pipped to the finish line. It is said that it's peculiar that great ideas for inventions can come almost at coincidental timelines without each party ever having knowledge of each other or their ideas. Furthermore, has humanity been gifted ideas within the last 100 years that has led to such a great advancement in the lead up to ascension and 5D dimensionality, and why the extreme advancement in the past 100 years in comparison to a very slow last 1000 years? Perhaps some of these great ideas would not have been gifted in older, more dense energy, as three-dimensional humans would have done their best to weaponize them. To think in seventh dimensionality is to have a new impartial objectivity based on experiential understanding. Imagine you are in school at a younger age. You are learning various lessons and you are in the experience itself, having an inner view of the school consciousness. You view your experience happening to you with you in it. Then imagine you have left school as an experienced professional in your trade, returning to school as a visitor, observing the pupils at work, having an outer experience that is impartial and holistic. One experience was inner and the latter was outer. You can give guidance to a pupil as you are removed from the situation and can give far greater direction with holistic ideas, looking with the overview position. This is in line with seventh dimensional thinking. They are having a non-physical outer impartial experience, helping those in the lower dimensions and using unimagined laws of physics to create divineness. One does not necessarily need to inhabit a craft or a home. It is a consciousness that is everywhere at all times. At this point you are your higher self in totality and can simply be without any physical connection or constraint. You are everything throughout space-time. It is important, however, to understand that free will is always upheld and beings seventh upwards are not allowed to interfere with lesser dimensional or earthly beings. One must ask for help and only then can an angel or being then take your hand as it were to help you. Many angels will watch an unawakened being never connect with them and still love them unconditionally. Angels especially are working with God, Creator, to help humanity, and when a person finds silence and connects with their angel or talks directly with them, there is said to be a great celebration on the other side of the veil, as the limiting realities or 3D dimensional separation have finally been broken. Often when humans have been in turmoil or great danger and have asked for help, there have been unexplainable happenings that defy all understanding. This is the power of a seventh dimensional beings or angels who can bend time, circumstance or the rules of physics in order to help a person for their highest good, in turn also serving the greater good of everyone else. There is also great belief in the fairy world around this density, with many believing this is the place where beings from the fairy kingdom exist. This includes nature beings such as the divas in the forests and the sprites. On Earth at this time there has been an increase in beings from this realm, specifically of celestial or angelic origins. These beings are acting in divine accordance to facilitate the ongoing logistic and transformative teachings and helps needed throughout the duration of Earth's sometimes confusing and scary ascension process. Some of these beings are channeled often in these times. These include Brian, Metatron, and archangels such as Gabriel, Michael, Raphael, and many more. These entities are working hard behind the scenes to smooth out and deliver humanity seamlessly and as painlessly as is possible into the new Earth with grace. As the veil begins to thin out, more contact is increasingly available, and often sequential numbers, sometimes known as angel numbers, are breaking through the matrix and becoming known to ascending individuals who are seeing 1414, 1111, 555, 1234, and other numbers often throughout their day. Different angel numbers carry different meanings, and we must take note of signs, synchronicities, and intuitive thoughts now more than ever. Spirit is giving us new tools so that we can work out of the higher vibrations more easily. We have come to the end of this narration. I hope you enjoyed listening to my voice and learned something new. I shall now pass you back to Alexander. All my love, dear listeners.
So there we have it, the 7th dimension, the celestial realm. Coming up next, we had the 8th dimension. So we'll be discussing some of the areas of the 8th dimension, some of the things that go on there, and I look forward to seeing you. Thank you very much.